Have you ever gone to a convention yet?
Hello, 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 and welcome. Here we go again. They're talking in the background, so I'll try and ignore them. I might mute them actually, so I can hear myself. Right, there we are. I can hear myself now. So, yeah, last week they were in the we're at Suiden, and they just beat up all my bad guys really, really fast. So when we join them now, they'll all be gloaty and full of, and going to raid everything for treasure, I suspect. So we'll see what happens. Righty ho. There's 4 people connected, but there's everyone in chat, so I'm going to reshare the image and off we go. You're still in the Were-Rat Sewer Den.
Well, we need to pick up the unconscious were-rats and...
Don't need to pick up the Were-Rats. They're fine where they are.
Well, I suppose, but it would be decent of us to help the unconscious ones back onto their feet and explain to them that honestly we didn't want to have to hurt any of them, but clearly the chap that just got run through and bolted and arrowed was being a bit of a knob.
Indeed, but obviously also maybe you don't want to wake them up yet if you want to go around the place and snaffle things.
Oh yeah, that's going to really improve mood when they wake up. No need.
Well, it depends whose things you want to snaffle.
Put it this way, I'll search the corpse of the guy in front of me that I've just pulled a rapier out of.
Okay.
Oh look, I found my rapier.
Why is there a rapier in the party sheet? Is that your old one?
It's the one. Because it's the one that I threw to him for him to fight me with.
Okay, so there's a change. He drank the potion, killed him before he got to use the potion of magie, and he didn't use that.
Yeah,
And
about that.
he didn't
Throwing
drink
a weapon to an enemy so they could use it against you. Isn't that a bit silly?
No, it's just decent. I mean, I took the mithril weapon from him so that I could hurt him properly, him being a were-rat, but it wouldn't be fair for me to not give him a weapon back. I mean, that's just not decent, is it?
Oh, whatever.
Now, let's have a look at... Oh, he's got some potions. Let's have a look at these. Ah, what's that one? Smells of loganberries. That's clearly a...
Just adding the keywords to the bringer of sleep because they're missing.
Are they? Ah.
Which one?
Yes, I've added flavour to it, sorry.
That's fine.
How about this one? I shall unstopper the next potion and give it a sniff. Oh, that one's dodging. Clearly a potion of deflection. And this one...
Ouch.
No, when you stick your finger in, the liquid moves away. It'd be very hard to swallow, I would imagine. Oh, and that one's almost solid. It's a colloid. Ah, protection. Yes. Well, stone skin, obviously.
That's true, yeah. Good old stone. Oh, I hated stone skin. There we go. Okay, so that's basically all his equipment.
Well, since I seem to get beaten up a lot, I think maybe I'll take this one. I shall say, and pocket the potion of major healing. Potions, get your potions.
I can cast the deflection, so I don't need that one. But protection might be nice to have, or somebody else can have it. I know that they could use it too.
I can cast protection, so you guys help me, and I can cast deflection, so you guys help yourselves.
Well, Master Wildsoul does seem to look rather sickly most of the time. I imagine he could do with protecting.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't wear armor because it pinches. It's also heavy.
Well, Leah doesn't wear armor either, but she seems far more resilient than you.
Oh, but she dances, does she not?
I'm not sure that
Fancy.
makes one harder to hurt.
No, just harder to hit.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
On
like the
another-
worst thing they could, it's the worst thing the enemy could do is to have a musical instrument when she's around. Do you know?
I don't require music to dance.
music's in your soul, isn't it?
It's in my head when you
In every
fight.
fibre of my body.
Indeed. Sassafras hasn't got the spell yet, but today I realised that for many, well, for the whole campaign, second I went to say it, the name went.
Sassafras?
No, another gnome. Magic caster. Like putting glitter in dwarves' beards.
Oh, that one.
Sparkle tits.
Yeah, sparkle
Yeah.
tits. Yeah. I've just realised I came to my attention today after all this time that the teleport power description was wrong in the Savage Worlds Pathfinder rules. Fixed it today.
Really?
Yes, there is no -2 penalty for teleporting to an area you cannot see in Savage Pathfinder.
Oh.
And
Right.
I even checked the new 5th edition printing. In Suede, there's a -2. In Fantasy and Savage Pathfinder, there isn't a -2. And that's probably because Fantasy and Pathfinder add the ability to teleport up to 1,000 miles. So the -2 is probably just a bit on the nose. Anyway,
Yes.
Leia's injured, by the way.
Oh well, if Leia's injured, in that case, I shall hand the potion of healing straight to. I shall hand the potion of healing straight to Leia.
Thank you.
I will point out,
One
you're
moment.
still well within the golden hour.
I'm aware of that. If somebody wants to heal Leia instead of using the potion, then clearly they can do that.
Has anybody got the power to do that?
Look at that, Vorka did it.
Oh, thank you, my dear. You are so kind.
Now, are there any?
Sorry it
chests-
took so long. I didn't realize that you was poked.
Well, that's quite all right.
You can tell by the matted fur and the fact that she was licking her arm intensely.
Well,
Thank you,
I
Castus. I just love being typecast.
I just thought she was cleaning herself. I mean, that's what cats do, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, I never need healing potions. Every room's got a healing potion in it.
Sometimes things you say are quite disturbing, Master Wildsoul.
I was thinking that myself.
Ah! Yeah.
So you guys are starting to notice that there's something definitely off about him.
It's not off.
Yeah.
It's just complicated.
Yeah, that's a word
Now-
for it. I haven't seen any.
That fella came from through here, didn't he? Any other were-rats in this area? Because this is where the boss one came from. He came out of that side bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
Chests.
Let's have a look round here then.
It's always when you get offered the deal, it's always kind of handy if you kind of read the small print. Assuming there is actually small print. Do you know?
I take it you didn't.
Well, it says resurrected. It didn't say it as well.
Going on there. Oh well, there's a bug with that. I'm going to stop getting around with that software. Where are you headed? Sorry. Into there, yes.
I've headed into there, which is where that fella came out of.
Several crates, mishmash boxes, and poorly kept weapons lie stacked and scattered around this dingy stone chamber. Pinned to the side of one stack is a crudely sketched map of Corvosa. A large rat's nest strewn with mouldy pillows fills an elevated hollow on the south.
Well, I'll poke through here with the rapier, see if he's got anything hidden in his bed. The weapons and stuff we should probably leave the were-rats with if they're going to keep the rats in the potential plague rats in the sewers under
Okay.
wraps.
Okay, there is. 10. Need to check something. Is this a
Did
layout?
you say
thing?
plague rats?
Well, we surmise that there might be rats that will get and spread the plague, and the were-rat elder said that if we can sort out this guy that's riling up the were-rats, they'll keep the rat population and any sick rats under control in the sewers, didn't she?
Ah, I may have gone to work at that point.
Okay, there is a bug.
So I think leaving them with their weapons is probably a good idea.
A bug. I have found a bug. Thank you for going in there.
Hooray! I broke something.
No, you didn't. It's on. I suspect
Okay.
it's a formatting error. I'll have to check the M3L file, but the treasure,
Ah,
as in actual the guide to the text. 2 missing treasures in this area. So I'll have to check those out later. In the meantime, I can. Sorry, I deliberately blocked the tokens because I was looking stuff up. So
That's
I shall refer to my actual physical copy of the book. Amid the rotted food, coils of mouldy rope, and threadbare dark cloaks that fill most of the crates in this room are 22 daggers, 12 short swords, 3 light crossbows, 60 crossbow bolts, 4 chain shirts, 12 flasks, a masterwork longsword, and a masterwork suit of chainmail.
But where's the 5 gold rings and the partridge in the pear tree?
Where indeed. Oh my gosh! There's quite a lot of. There's quite a lot of missing treasure. There's even more when you keep searching. No, I just want to check. I just want to check if it's actually a formatting error or I somehow missed out the whole paragraph. Well, there's the type. There's a typo there. Yeah, it looks like I just managed to not transfer over the entire paragraph, which is rather annoying. Okay, let's go down to treasures. Did I create the treasure? Parcels. Treasure. No. So there's... Okay, so I've got my work cut out. I've got a fair bit of stuff to do. Right, I'm going to have to create a treasure on the fly.
Oh.
Okay, party sheet. I need to find... Okay.
Then we need to go back and find a second-hand fishmonger, don't we?
Went straight over my
Yeah,
head.
I looked it up on the internet, and literally the only place ever there's a second-hand fishmonger is this particular person. Because it's the only thing that comes up.
All of English slips you.
In the
It's a
entire
Google
of
app.
Google.
I believe that, yeah. I can
Ooh,
believe that.
more potion. Ah, what are these? Give them a sniff. Huh. Well, he keeps an awful lot of glassware, this fella.
Uh-huh.
The sassafras is looking around for anything that looks like a manuscript or a scroll or a book. Everything else doesn't really interest her. She's
Yeah,
decided.
Pork wants to check out the map.
I'll check out these magical bottles and things. I'm not sure what the...
Okay.
I identified the potions, but not sure what the bottle is.
You identified the potions.
I didn't identify the bottle. Average size pearl. I'm pretty sure I know what that is as a player. But does Gastus know what it is? Gastus is pretty sure he knows what it is as well. Now this might be of interest to you, Mr. Sassras.
What would it be?
A pearl of power. Won't be much use to wear at.
Does anybody mind if I take that?
Be good for us if you did. Then your powers would be able to help us for longer.
Yeah, you have to be a spellcaster to use it.
It's of no use to me, yeah.
And I
There's
don't
there's
really
a
do.
bottle here. It's certainly very finely crafted, and I can see some small runes etched on it, but I can't quite make them out. Could you take a look at this?
I will. I'll take a look.
Kidding me? One hell of a. Okay, that's one hell of a. That there apparently is a secret passage.
That's the secret passage, is it?
Apparently.
It's not very secret.
No. I'll have to fix that.
It stopped being secret when we saw him come through it.
I guess it did.
Yes, but there isn't a secret door there, which there needs to be.
So, Sassras can tell us what that magical bottle is.
No.
I mean, is that because... Now, is that because... No.
Interestingly,
because-
when I open its description, the word item is written underneath the word magical.
It is, isn't it?
Looks weird.
Which one?
Magical bottle.
Oh, because that's because I think they've changed something lately, so it always reports the class, doesn't it? If you look
Yeah,
at
but on other things like the chain shirt is in one box and the word item is underneath it. Whereas when you open the magical bottle, they're in the same place. Maybe it's because it's not identified.
it's obviously a
with the
formatting bug because it's not identified.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
And when Gastinius asked me to look at it, I've been sitting here trying to souse out what this label says on it. So I guess.
Aye.
It looks like you got it with your occult roll.
Is it actually?
Oh, it
Oh,
seems we have
oh.
plenty of healing potions to spread around. A bottle of air, Mistress Teaberry. Well, that will be very useful if we're wanting to explore the wreck, though only useful for one of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I was thinking that it's pretty useful to you because you're so freaking long-winded.
So the GM's map for this area doesn't show that southern area is a secret passage or concealed in any way.
Hmm.
And I'm talking the original adventure. It is just a notice check while examining the nest in the alcove on the southern wall reveals a large crack. It's like, that's in the text. They didn't even bother to map it. Paizo didn't even bother to map that as a secret door on their original map drawing. So no one, it got missed, obviously. Okay, and that's so someone was looking at the map. She tell me. Right, so Scrooge sketch map of Varisia. It looks like it was his battle map, or the map where he was planning his war on the city above from his den. It also marked. Basically, it seems to also mark where they managed to collect much of what they might think they need in coming days, including a variety of weapons, discarded foodstuffs, and equipment such as rope, manacles, and and the flasks. I forgot. Yeah, obviously that was the stuff I gave you there was the stuff that you determined was magical, obviously. But there is still 22 daggers, 12 short swords, 3 light crossbows, 60 crossbow bolts, 4 chain shirts, 12 flasks that you haven't identified, a masterwork longsword, and a masterwork suit of chainmail, which I can add to the party sheet if anyone wants it.
What chainmail's too heavy for me. What do we need to identify the flasks?
I don't if I'm...
No books, huh? No scrolls.
It seems
No.
not.
No, definitely not.
Where rats can't read.
That's interesting.
So Sassafras is
Because I'm big
disappointed.
stupid.
I mean, this stuff is cool and whatever, but she's trying to further her education now that she's figured out this is one avenue to do it.
Yeah, no, you don't actually need to identify these.
Yeah, right.
They went.
Alchemist's fire.
Well, I can cast, my green fire and my green lightning bolt, so you might want to take that.
Enchantment.
I'll grab a couple of alchemist's fires. They're probably worth having.
That masterwork longsword could be.
Oh
handy
no,
to
it's just not stylish enough for me. I'll stick with this rapier. It looks rather nice.
May take
If-
one of
if-
the alchemist flat fire because later on, when I get good at stuff, I might be.
If nobody else minds, I'll take the long sword.
I can't.
Be my guest, Master Vorka.
You worried about tripping over it, Vorka? You're kind of sure.
Yeah, it's longer than you
think,
are.
I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay.
Ruchi seems disturbed by something he can smell.
And I hear him out there squawking, so I go out to check on him. How do I get out?
This way, Mistress Teaberry.
And I go over and I talk soothing to Rudy, and I think it's Botanic, and ask him what's bothering him. We're getting awful agitated. Maybe
You know that chainmail shirt is more of a chainmail skirt on you, Master Vorka. I think you might want to put a belt round the middle.
Dress. Skirts don't start at the shoulders.
Well, perhaps you know.
That's okay. He's just a guy. He doesn't know about fashion stuff.
Well, we don't
I'll
want
have you
tripping
know,
over it.
I'm quite the sartorial gentleman,
But if
and I
we
can
get
afford
some,
to be.
I raise a quizzical eyebrow at you.
if we get some downtime, maybe somebody with some, skill could remove the lower levels of the chain. To reduce
It's not
the
my fault that somebody's pet dragon has made a nest out of my favorite cloak.
But he's just a baby. Get over it. And I've been over here talking to Rudy and trying to figure out why he's so agitated.
He keeps sort of he's definitely staying away from the opening to the south.
And I point out to Gastinius, like, something down there's got Rudy all kind of irritated and agitated, and then and Rudy goes diving beneath her cloak when he sees Gastinius heading that way.
I'll go and take a look.
Why don't I go and take a look? Because let's face it, no.
Well, after you, Master Wildsoul. And my name is Gastus Sassafrasinius.
Okay,
Well, whatever. I mean, what's in a name? Gnomes change their names like we change our clothes.
Having smelled your socks on laundry day, I'm not entirely sure that's very often.
That not working.
What are you doing sniffing my socks? You're almost as strange as old Mr. Wildsoul there.
I'm not trying to smell them, it's somewhat unavoidable. Perhaps we should return to the second-hand fish cellar.
A bug.
Yeah, so seeing down long, dark corridors, it's best achieved through, the second best way of doing it is having a bullseye lantern. And if you can see in the dark a bit, it helps.
Well, I have neither, but I do have this sun rod, which I've already activated. And,
and then the best way to see down a corridor is not use anything at all.
All I know is
you
Rudy
insist,
doesn't
Master
like
Wildsoul?
hiding under my cloak now because whatever it is has him really upset.
I wonder how deep that is.
An elf is just the going to make a save. don't know. What did it say back here? Any character receives down? No, it doesn't say. No.
Oh, right, we're the other side of the bars, aren't we?
No, thoroughly disgusting visible haze of noxious sewer reek through the flow of the unmentionable slot. The sewer's filth channel unexpectedly forks. No, it doesn't actually. You know, it doesn't actually tell me how deep it is.
Well, it's the either side. It's in the middle of the bars, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
it's a sealed off section, I think.
2 thick grates of rusted iron hedge in this section of sewer tunnel. From a human-sized crack in the northern wall seeps a steady flow of sewage, oozing into the greater flow of tainted water. A hulking pile of filth and debris partially blocks the stream of offal, forming a cart-sized clot in this disgusting artery.
You can stop describing it any time you like, Master Wild Soul. I'm feeling rather queasy.
How deep is your ooze? How deep is your ooze? I really want to know.
You really don't. I think we should leave before you find another one of those Otyugs.
Yeah.
You know.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Too late.
It's time for us to get your bennies. So there comes a. It's not actually making the noise, but I'm gonna have to go and see if I can find why it's not making the noises, even though the effects are meant to be playing. OTY. What we got? There you go. Bursting out of the dirt and everything else. Is it not you? Yeah, it appears to have been. It appears to have been chained. Here, I've lost where I'm looking.
First, it's rodents of unusual size. Now these things. Dear Lord.
An old fixture to the great. Okay, so the great seas just lifted. Okay. A wall-mounted mechanism consisting of several gears and a long handle rests on the south wall. You could just see that sort of basically there. There's a handle back there. You suspect will raise up everything. Basically, the creature's been here for it's sleeping for vacant. Oh, it's not chained. They just trapped it. So yeah, it basically as soon as Thaddeus comes down there and makes a noise, it bursts out and comes towards him. But Sassafras gets to go first. Sorry.
I'm going to go on hold because Rudy don't even want to go in there, and he's singing.
Absolutely acceptable. I shall put you on hold. Okay. The O2 just moves forward so it can reach with its tentacles at Thaddeus. Both the tentacles come snaking towards Thaddeus, missing both times. Got quite a lot of bennies. Aha! Oh dear. Yeah, I think I hit you the second time. Yeah, one of the tentacles snakes forwards and actually connects with Thaddeus. Doing 3 wounds potentially.
And then it casts havoc.
No, it's not casting havoc, alas. I will give you a penny for that, though. I will give you a penny for that.
Combat tracker. Oh, that was nearly a do for there, wasn't it? I think what we'll do is We'll Benny again for a laugh to see what happens. Good. I'll take 2 wounds.
Yeah. Just making sure there's. I just need you to make a vigor check, please.
Yeah, this is the one I got us. Now, wait a minute. Have you not applied the wounds yet?
I haven't, but that's okay. If someone distracted me. Interesting thing on grapples, not only do creatures with tentacles get +2 to grapples, it's been confirmed that they're doing the strength damage as an action. Oh, yes. Ouch, that's quite nasty. Yeah, so you rolled a 3. You failed that vigor check.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So you've applied the wounds. So I've got to Benny the vigor check, haven't I?
Well, you don't have to Benny the vigor check. It's up to you.
No, 3. Yes, that's better. Because I want to know if it modifies. Yes, so it fails the vigor check.
Okie dokie. That's absolutely fine. So what I need to do now is I need to just go into. It's quite scary, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Okay, that means you are fatigued.
Wait a minute, it's hitting and then it's grappling at the same time.
No. I got distracted with someone pointing out how evil grappling can be. But anyway, the Oitoig slashes at you, sends you flying through the air. You land wound first down in the sewage. And
back in the piss again.
Indeed. And basically decide it's probably better just to keep lying down.
Yeah, I'm going to Benny to unshake, please. That's why I didn't go mental. I didn't go mental into trying to soak. We wanted to keep a Benny. For the very purpose of unshaking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chuck this at it and then run away. It won't hit, but it won't make a difference. Right. Now,
Okay.
have I blown myself up? 'Cause that's a grenade.
You didn't roll a 1. It's just after modifications it became a 0, didn't it? So I think you might be okay on that.
It probably won't go bang. It'll land in the water anyway. It won't go bang.
It can only scatter up to half the distance between you and the target.
Yeah. Okay. So most of the time,
that doesn't make a difference if the burst radius is long.
Good point. It's a small burst template, isn't it?
it's an important. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it can land there.
yeah. Okay, so right, roll 1d6.
See, we've got to test the rules for chaos. 6.
Okay, it goes long, so you're throwing it, so it's going to go 6 inches. So yeah, it's going 6 inches.
It goes flash.
Okay, now roll a d12. 5 o'clock, so it's going to hit basically it's not going to go that far, because of course what's actually going to happen is it's going to hit the wall and shatter, isn't it? So it does just catch it, and it does catch the Otyug.
That was a bit of a tight space, and I'm really, really wounded. It probably won't be. Probably won't be affected.
I don't know.
Right, it's distracted. It's now shaking, so it can't act, and I'm going to run like hell. There's a thing that way.
If my boots get ruined by this sewage, Master Wild Soul, you're cleaning them.
No, the duck does. I've got duck laundry.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'll accept your move
Quack.
and then hit F12 Augustus.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got magic laundry.
Right, let's see if we can do something about this this here beastie.
I suspect your socks aren't going to smell so good after this either, Gastinius.
That is why Master Wild Soul is doing the cleaning.
Don't you use laundry duck? I use laundry duck.
They're saying that you've got a toilet duck.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm being serious. The duck this is washing.
Then I shall stomp back here, and I will clean my rapier on Thaddeus's cloak or robe or whatever.
Okie dokie.
Right, shall we go back and find that second-hand fish saleswoman now?
Oh,
We can-
Gastus, you smell. Oh, let me just move away.
Forka sniffs
I'm-
at him a
I'm
little
so
bit.
glad that
I
no
think
wonder-
somebody had beef recently, and I think that's yeah, I think that's beef liver.
It certainly wasn't me. Well, at least we can let her know that we left all of the were-rats alive, other than the one she was worried about.
He's injured.
Well, no, I accidentally killed one when I threw my havoc spell, but we won't mention him. It was just one.
Yeah, I is injured, and I did think about healing it, but this is not a good place to eat, so not a very clean restaurant, is it?
Master Wildsoul, why don't you take one of the potions we found?
It's so old school.
Yeah, here. I can maybe do that. There you go. You should be feeling much better now. I think it's completely closed.
Indeed.
Okay, that's kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling, isn't it?
You sure you didn't just pee yourself?
Now, let us make like that Otyug and split.
And you can take me off hold because by the time we get anywhere else, let's not get anywhere.
Okay.
Why don't you make like a tree of a leaf?
Is anybody else worried that the GM keeps rolling 2d6?
I keep hearing those groaning noises too.
Yeah, let's leave.
I think his computer has just hiccuped. It's not that he's actually rolling anything. It's just the computer's hiccuped.
I don't know, it's just
and-
been awfully quiet anyway.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm just sorting stuff out.
Yeah, nothing suspicious.
Nothing is suspicious at all. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, hidden dice rolls in a Savage World games. Nothing to panic. There's nothing to see. I used to say that. I used that expression on was it Boy Howdy?
Hmm.
all the time when he was playing Pathfinder. Every time I said it, he used to get really paranoid.
Okay.
It's even worse if he starts rolling d20s because you know something's bad if you're playing
Okay.
Savage Worlds and somebody's rolling a d20.
My all-time favourite is still in Paranoia from Hill Sector Blues. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's my all-time favourite thing. It was the Nothing Happens table. So you roll on that and you look it up and you read a description to the players and it sounds bad. There's no consequences, but the players don't know that. Like, oh, you're driving down the road. Suddenly, something pushes out in front of you. There's a bump in it, and as you come to a stop, you think you see something crawling away in your rear view lights, your rear lights.
My favourite in Paranoia is when the players take a wrong turn. You count a group of wandering monsters playing cards around the table.
I like that. Right, okay. Getting out of the sewers is relatively uneventful. Okay.
Can we find that there where-at lady and tell
Yes.
her of the moderately good works that we've done?
Indeed, I need to. Actually, I need to clear slot on that. I need to put the right module shortcut. Yeah. Then when I do that, I get the right module. So that was playgrounds. So I gave you the conviction last week because you managed to scatter the war band without killing any were-rats. So I gave you the conviction for that. So that's it, really.
Did you?
I did.
Okay. I don't recall that. I thought you were running away and pouting at the end of the session last week.
Still gave you the conviction.
Okay.
Because I knew I'd forget otherwise. Okay, so actually, in fact, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't actually say you. It does. Well, yeah, I suppose you can probably. It might take you a day or so to. You might have to ask around to see if you can find her again. But yeah, no problem at all. Or maybe she already knows.
Maybe.
Can I have some notice checks, please? Okay. Justice and Leia and Sassafras. Yes. Someone's obviously targeted Sassafras for some reason, so.
Sassafras is targeting Sassafras. She's shaken herself with what she saw.
Yeah, well, I can actually believe that. And Vorka. Right. Oh, my word.
So everybody apart from Aki has noted.
Yeah, which is probably actually rather appropriate.
So what do we notice?
I'm just popping it in. I'm just sorting it out right now.
Cadence, balls, it's a...
Unusual totem linked to actor.
Ooh.
Oh.
No one's whispering me.
Aki, are you feeling okay?
Master Vorka.
He
think he
actually,
might be,
when as soon as you ask that, you think you are feeling a bit under the weather.
Master Vorka, it would appear that Master Nominage might need Shellin's assistance. Do you think you might be able to oblige?
You see, my instincts were right. This is a bad place for nom-noms.
Can you tell me what it feels like?
Got a bloody pain in my stomach. It's moving around.
Actually, no, it's more that the skin feels like it's warm. Okay. The healing, was that with any particular modifiers?
No, with the remove disease, obviously.
With remove disease, okay. You cast it, and Aki is bathed in the healing light of your miracle.
Thanks very much.
You cover him with your love.
Indeed.
Ew.
Little hearts appear around him and absorb into his body. Okay. No problem at all. Right. All good.
So we didn't kill all the were creatures, did we?
No, we deliberately didn't kill the were
No.
creatures.
But I will point out it's been a couple of days since you helped the little girl out, you see.
Yeah, so Aki's obviously got
Well,
poorly.
can the fact that we were in there, to honest, we were trying to be so nice. Vorka did try to talk them down. He did.
Mm.
And we were being so nice, and we didn't kill too many were creatures. I think the Denzies and the homeless and the misfortunes, the word is spreading.
Not just word spreading.
Mm. Yay! Everybody gets conviction.
Because you need it in this campaign.
Excellent.
I think we should get in touch with the field marshal. She did say that we might be able to get some assistance in looking at that wreck. That might suggest that she's got some way of helping us breathe underwater, or at the very least, be able to lend us a rowing boat.
Excellent idea.
Okay, so the record at the moment is 14 conviction points.
And counting.
And counting. And I did forget to check. If anyone was chosen. Yeah. Okay.
That only counts if you spend conviction while we're in there, doesn't it?
Yes. I did forget to check if anyone was the chosen. Right.
Yeah, see, that's what I meant.
Someone
Interesting.
was, but I might cheat.
Once in every encounter, a chosen one appears. Dum 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 dum.
I'm actually
Watching
listening to Slayers at the moment and thoroughly enjoying it.
Don't spoil me.
I won't. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, now
Do have it, and I will listen to it when I'm in the right mood.
Only the chosen one can use conviction, and only the ones whose ass is narrow you can get down these
Okay,
stairs.
so then I'm going to... Oh, no, because it's in the other module. Sorry. Someone was chosen in there, but I forgot to point it out. I'm going to be nice.
And change where they were chosen for.
Yes, because it's my fault I missed it because I was sulky. Anyway, the 7 days in the grave, because I can work it out, so... Which ones? Ooh, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's change it to that. Remember to keep... Yeah, next time. AOLISTIN.
Are the shops still open? Because you said the city's trying to keep itself as normal as possible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. It's
in which case
the rate of infection is obviously more extreme in the Narrows because everyone's living closer together and on top of each other. But south of Old Corvosa is where the sickness is affecting the most. That's where the physicians. That's where you're more likely to see the physicians wandering around with their plague masks on.
and it's of course where we live. But
yeah. Okay. The only other thing I need to do is go find.
I should be seen outside though. I really don't.
Brass dwarf. I need to find the brass dwarf. which was that one. No, I don't recall that being in any chosen. So that's okay. That's a
I'm going to buy a
Yes.
few. I'm going to buy a few sun rods en route to the citadel to talk to the field marshal.
So does Rudy regain his power points at the same rate that
Yeah.
we do?
Yes, of course. Yep.
It's not letting me change them. I have to
What?
keep them unlocked.
Oh, hang on. But it's because he's on the combat tracker, probably. Actually, he's still showing as having 10.
When I unlocked him, it let me change it.
All right, that's okay. Yeah. You have to keep him unlocked to edit it. It would appear, but that's fine. Okay, let's get rid of that
I
vulnerable.
forgot about that as well. You put me off.
What?
About Cackle has to be an item on his inventory as well.
Why does it have to be an item on his inventory?
Because we don't do it just trust me on this, it makes life easier.
Take your word for it. Sun rods, they'll cost you 4 gold apiece.
Oh, they've gone up. They've gone up, have they? Okay, that's fine.
I think some people.
Inflation.
I think some people think bathing yourself in light will keep illness at bay.
Inflation, definitely. That's fine. Well, since I'm the only one that can't see or smell in the dark, I think I am going through sun rods at a reasonable rate.
Wow, have you seen the price of a pearl of power?
Oh, they're not cheap.
Mine was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see if we can
Yeah.
get an audience
You
with.
only had to commit murder to get it.
Yeah, see if we can get an audience with Field Marshal Croft. Oh, is Aki ill again?
Who said anything about
He's
again?
very, very drunk.
You said
So that didn't cure him. Okay.
Got a rash. I won't tell you where.
I don't get it.
Oh, I can give you a rash if you want.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, I just thought Vorker had it handled. You know, I mean, the bumps disappeared. I don't get it.
I never said the bumps disappeared. I said he was bathed in the glowing light. That's all I said.
I know, but he's a choleric.
Indeed.
Did the neutralized disease did not help?
And balls are full of.
All I'm saying is I'm afraid Aki, when you obviously Aki's feeling a bit worse, and he's still showing basically more red blotches are appearing on his arms and face, appearing in irregular shapes and sizes. And he basically, as he starts standing up, he's overcome with a fit of racking coughs.
Aki, maybe we should get you some proper treatment.
People start backing away, and there's a couple of screams, and people start backing away. The shopkeeper that you've just bought the sun rods from flips the sign over to on his shop to closed, and you can hear
Tell
him
you what,
cursing inside.
Can we do this a different way? Can I take the bumps off him?
You don't feel
What you
very well
planning on doing,
yourself, for the
flaying him?
record, Thaddeus.
Does Thaddeus ever feel well?
Thaddeus feels very tired.
Yes, I feel very tired.
Okay, and if he says he's feeling tired, I'll look to see if he's got any bumps or blotches.
He doesn't appear to have any bumps or blotches.
Is that tired because I spell went wrong? Is it I'm tired because I'm tired?
That's fatigue that's not going away through resting. Let's put it that way. If you weren't you, people might notice you look a bit pasty and clammy, but it's you, so they probably won't notice the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Aki's breathing is becoming a little more ragged as well.
Do we still want to go see the field marshal?
I don't would they let us in?
Possibly not.
Can we tart ourselves up a bit?
Well, I presume that we need to get him some proper treatment, otherwise he's going to end up, not here anymore, which would be bad.
Yeah.
You all know what all those dice rolls were now. I was making your vigor rolls.
You were making vigor checks for us.
Yes.
I think we need to go and see.
Damn! And every time I was going to make a vigor roll, I was just going to throw a conviction at it.
Yeah, but if
Let's
you
go
don't...
to let's go to the Temple of Shalin.
Yes.
For the record, don't forget Vorka was the one who cured Brienne.
Hmm.
Bewildered Badger says, let the bennies flow. So they did.
Thanks,
Do
Mackie.
you know what?
And a
You
benny
know
for the
what?
GM.
Yeah, going to the temple might not be a bad idea because if we've
Not so
got
much, thank you.
because we've got badges of state, they might actually treat us because we're actually, technically the government in it. We've got
Master Vorka, I think perhaps if you attempt your healing again, perhaps if we all beseech our gods individually, we can our prayers together will help cure Master Nominage.
no, we're not. That's a bad idea. That's a very, very, very
No.
bad idea.
I'm
bad.
I'm certainly willing to call upon Caden Kylian.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
No, there'll be a contract. There'll be small print. Been there, seen that.
Okay, so I give you a +4 thanks to Leah's teamwork.
And I will dance. It's what my god appreciates the most.
Which gives another +2.
I will ask, where are you doing this? Because if you're just curing him in the middle of the street, if you do successfully...
We're heading back to the townhouse.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to ask that, because obviously if you do it in the middle of the street and it works, you'll be mobbed.
Oh, yeah, no. We will get back to the townhouse.
Vorka says we just need to do it in an alleyway. He knows a couple of dead alleyways that nobody's going to come
That's fine.
down,
I'll allow that. Okay, so I make that +4 +6. So that's a 15 on your healing roll. Are you happy with a 15 on your healing roll, Vorka?
I think I am happy with a 15 on my healing roll.
Okay. Almost immediately, now this time you know to actually watch, you notice the blotches disappearing on.
You.
And he starts feeling, and his cough stops.
If we get ill, we need to call upon all of our patrons in order to heal, just to be certain.
A little extra oomph into it.
Are you sure you're feeling well enough to continue, Master Wildsoul?
Is it
me? Yes, and I don't think calling Denities is a great idea, but I don't know how. I wish I knew which one it was.
Yeah, actually, apart from the fatigue from your backlash earlier, you're feeling much better. You've still got a headache, but that was from the backlash.
Is the rash gone?
The rash has gone, and the cough has stopped.
Excellent.
Yeah, sorry, you basically really failed your vigor roll. Everyone else made it, but you failed miserably. You didn't crit.
Sorry, did you say the fatigue is gone?
No, I said no one's fatigue is gone.
All right, okay.
You're feeling better, but you're still tired.
Right, okay.
Well, no, Thaddeus. Well, you haven't done anything to Thaddeus. He still feels just feels tired and clammy.
And the Denities thing for me is a kind of a complicated issue.
Yes.
Thaddeus doesn't
you
want
can
us
sharpen
to
all.
All good. Right. So
I guess I need to drop one on on Thaddeus as well?
Up to you.
Does Thaddeus have that hindrance that prevents
Beneficial.
Now, since Thaddeus has said he doesn't want me to call upon Caden Kylie, and I won't.
No, you can call him. Yeah, that's fine. Don't have a problem with that. Just
Well, in that case, that's +1 to Vorka's roll, which isn't probably going to help a great deal.
Well, makes it a 7.
Okay.
Makes
Players
it an
help
8.
with an 8.
Okay. I shall share this temporarily. That's the current infection rate. Thaddeus got a debilitating disease from the Otoyag.
Ah,
The first
Which is-
time, yeah.
yeah.
which was going to take 9 days of him having fatigue. But you just cured it. I'm going to keep it for. I'm going to keep this for records, but I'm unsharing it now.
Well,
Oh.
now that everybody's as well as they can be, why don't we go and see the field marshal and see if there's any other way we can assist the city?
yeah, we have to go and see the field marshal.
I thought you wanted to go and check out that
The
something.
wreck. That's the other thing.
Yes.
The other thing is we've got a wreck. And funnily enough, we just found a new air bottle, didn't we?
Yes, but that will only help one of us, and the field marshal did say she might be able to aid us, even if it's a boat to row out to over the wreck. That would be of help. It's what?
Didn't the temple say they were going to give us potions of water breathing, though?
I don't remember them saying that.
No,
Well,
neither do I.
No, I remember wandering off and digging up some dirt, if you remember. I think I've got a clue.
You may not have told us that.
You might not have told you that, but I think you'll find what you probably found was that the Corvosan Guard do have caches of potions of minor environmental protection. I think is what you found out.
So we
Yeah.
go and ask the field marshal for them in a boat.
Yeah. Field
What
marshal
you
could
also
give us,
probably did find out at the time, and I know I mentioned it before, but the whole firing on the ship, the reason they fired on it when they did is that was the deepest part in that section of the river before you hit the North Bridge. So the boat is from what you understand, the boat is nearly 80 feet below the surface.
So we're going to need the environmental protection. That bottle of air breathing is an action to breathe in, so it's.
Yeah, but that's the problem. They fired on the ship, right? But then the girl found a bag of money. How did the bag of money get off the ship before it sank?
Well, we might find information about that when we look at the ship. I mean, even if the ship a ship doesn't sink immediately, people can dive overboard as it sinks.
I was going to say, how possibly someone brought the bag of money off the ship before the ship sank.
Yes, it would be logical that it was carried.
But sure, I mean, you never know. There might be some sealed parchment down there with a passenger manifest on it.
Indeed.
There could be many things down there, but until we go down there, we won't be able to find out.
So
That
you
seems clear.
I'm going to wreck yet another set of clothes, aren't I?
If you've not got laundry duck can do it.
You can always just strip down.
This is true. Maybe I'll go swimming in my breeches.
I'd like to see that.
I will raise an eyebrow at Leah.
I grin.
My Mistress Leah, what sharp teeth you have.
Oh, brilliant. That explains everything.
What do you mean you don't want to clean up urine? I don't understand it.
I know I just have to do what was that for? Sorry, I'm still sorting things out.
He's cleaning his clothes with prestidigitation.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Apparently the duck says it won't do wee.
Yeah.
Doesn't do wee stains.
This is a 5.
Yeah, it's just a wee complaint.
And this is a 7. Right, now I'm just sorting out I'm still sorting out. Basically, the Stream Deck. I was confused when I typed in certain values. Icons vanished, but that's because I've got certain people on maximum volume. So of course it will get rid of the plus because of course they can't go higher. Only just worked it out. Okie dokie. Right, well, him clean, you head
Who's on
into...
maximum volume?
For some reason, I've got Walker at 200% volume.
Right,
Mm.
I just thought I'd ask, and my stream deck's not working at the minute. I thought, I wonder if it's botched sound.
No, it's I
The
just...
real question we need the answer to is, does it go up to 11?
Okay, right. G10 is the Citadel Volshenik.
Volshenik.
Indeed. So you're back down at Citadel Volshenik. And
Don't we have a ballet?
No, that's the Bolshevik.
Ah, yes, of course.
and Cressida is basically. Ooh. This is the one I remember showing you, Dennis, and saying, God, who does that remind you of? And you said someone else, and I went, oh, yeah, you're right. I thought it looked like someone else. No, it looks like I didn't actually convert it over, so I'll have to fix. That image is missing. Sorry, that's another bug I need to fix. That's fine. Okie dokie. But she's talking to that chief physician again.
Fella.
Yeah. But she glances up and sort of holds a hand up to the doctor a sec, walks over. When you explain what you're after, she hands you...
It's not the one that I said looked like Nicolas Cage?
Yes. Yes, indeed. But I seem to have not actually imported the picture, so I need to fix that. So anyway, she hands you, after you explain the situation, obviously, because I know you've done all the back chats, so everything. She basically quickly writes down, scribbles down a note and sends you down to the armory. When you get down to the armory, they take the note off you, and as per the instructions, I need to go solution environmental protection. It's going to not exist, isn't it? Oh, there it is. It does exist.
It's about time we got promoted. I'm sure we should be like at least lieutenants in the guard by now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. 12 potions of environmental protection are handed over.
Which gives us a couple of hours.
Yeah, they're in the party sheet.
Can she sort us out with a boat as well?
Yes. Yes, of course. Thinking about it, yeah. No problem.
Oh, let's go messing about in boats. Looks like only Sasras and I are breathing underwater. Is everybody else sitting in the boat?
No, I'm planning on joining you.
You might want the potions.
I'm doing that.
Crystal Croft also on the same. Crystal Croft also you're also given a map showing the exact location of where the ship went down.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's where it left the surface, of course.
Yeah.
It doesn't say how long it lasts.
They last an hour.
Okay.
Because that's how long environmental protection lasts.
Indeed.
Well, we best go diving then, haven't we?
Yeah, once we dive down at the ship, I'm going to light it up inside.
Well, fortunately, sun rods aren't bothered by water, so I'll be using one of them still.
I'm very confused.
I'll leave my dress behind. I'm not getting it soaking wet.
I'm dressed in leaves.
Right. Okay. So, you're heading out. Okay. So, there's just a nice hospital. Yeah. So, I need. We need that. Well, it is big. Actually, going to use it. Graphical. So, okay. It's all right. Let's have a look. Calendar.
Is my fatigue gone yet?
Have you done no? You need to rest for an hour, so probably on the boat. Depending if you sort of row out on the boat and wait a while, you'll feel better.
By the time we've made our way back up to North Point, found the boat and rowed out, if he's just walking, he'll probably have rested, won't he?
I'll be nice and let him ease his fatigue.
Well, and didn't we go back to the townhouse so that they could do the healing? Wouldn't he have rested then?
No, we just hid in an alley to do the healing.
Yeah.
Right. I am going to forward wind in time till 2:30. You're on a boat, right? It's rowing out from Trail's End is probably the most logical place.
Mm-hmm.
Vorka struggles mightily to make sure that he can row as well as everybody else.
Wow, that was my first question
It's
to
kinda
ask.
sweet.
Indeed, 6 of you in a boat. It's probably, yeah. 2 of you can row. 2 of you can. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say 2 of you can probably row sitting inside.
And 3 of us are fairly small, so fitting 6 of us in is not that big a deal.
Mind you, we're not doing anything particularly fancy, so we probably don't need boating checks, do we?
No, you don't need boating checks. So basically, as far as you can tell, you're in the vicinity. You're in about the right area from where the ship went down.
Well, let's drop an anchor or a stone on the end of a rope.
You got 80 feet of rope.
We've got a boat from the guard. They will have given us enough rope to anchor it in the bay.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Point taken. I shall give you that one. Okay. Okay. Here in the deep Jäger. So basically, yeah. Below the water's a bit. The surface is a bit choppy. But anyway. So all you need to do is enter the water and start swimming downwards. I suggest you drink your potion before you enter the water.
I will strip down to my shirt and breeches. I'll still take my rapier and my mangosh, but I don't think I'm going to bother with much else. And then I will chug a potion.
Okie dokie. Gastus drinks an environmental protection potion. The first one of the 2.
Yep, there we go. Used.
And into the water you go.
And then I'll activate a sun rod, which is already on there, and
Vorka will chug one and jump over as well.
I'll do quite a graceful dive.
I'm going in.
I'll take my free reroll, in fact, to see if I can do. Look at that! That's a perfect swan dive.
Okay, so
Vorka just cannonballs.
Leia uses her potion of environmental protection. Jumps into the water. And then so does I love the way you're now turning into a diving competition. I love it. Okay, Leia's got six. Leia's done the best dive so far with a 16.
Double forward somersaults.
That, as far as I can tell, just leaves Sassafras and Rooty. Well, yeah. Well, I assume you didn't bring Cease with you.
Rudy's gonna stay in the boat, and that's an athletics. Oh,
No, they're just doing that for jumping. They're just doing that for showing off and diving into the water. You don't have to. You can just lower yourself over the side. But
Sassafras isn't going to be outdone by the other, so she jumps in, although feet first, and makes a big splash.
okay, Rooty and Cease are not coming.
I very nearly credited that. Actually.
Okay, everyone has drunk their potions, so we can turn on the diving in. And I am going to say that basically Leia's obviously did the best dive of the lot, and obviously that basically fills her with a bit of confidence. There we go. I'm awarding a point of conviction for the best dive. Okay. So swing. Okay, now this is where we start getting evil, don't we? I do believe you swim at half your pace, don't you? Unless you've got the aquatic skill.
Yeah, so I've taken all the potions of water breathing with us.
Well, there was enough for 2 each. So everyone should...
Yeah, I know, but just in case somebody gets caught and we can't free them, we can give them a potion. Do we figure it out?
Well, the thing is, we've got environmental protection on us, yes? So that allows us to breathe, speak, and move at our normal pace in an otherwise fatal environment.
Okay, your normal pace, which is fine. Pace of 6, that's 36 feet, so it'll take you no more than 3 minutes to get to the bottom. That'd be 90 feet down. Okay. I know you said you're using lighting. Beneath the surface, in the deep waters, the waters are placid and rather calm, unlike the surface. However, it's very hang on, was it there? The murky water remains dark at this depth, even at high noon. And aside from illuminating spells, the indistinguishable light of burning torches and sunrails provide useful in deep underwater. So you've got some lights. However, it's very dark down here, and you need to spend 10 minutes looking for the wreck. So I need notice checks.
What do you mean it's dark down here?
It's dark and as in murky. It's not about actual darkness.
It's
Not actually darkness, it's mucky, so you can't see very far.
It's mucky. It's
Yes.
mucky.
Yes.
We're down in the mucky muck.
Yes. Vorka
Vorka-
basically spends half the time with seaweed in his face.
No, I'm looking at all the fishies. This is just too cool.
Okay, so. Okay.
I've never seen them swimming free before. This is awesome.
Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get my notes back up. And then I shall put that somewhere where I can read it and share it. There we go. Right, after 10 minutes, you find the wreck. Okay.
Had to explore it quickly, hadn't we?
At this point, we should probably split up so that we all explore different bits of it at the same time.
Okay. When you discover the direction. Oh. I'm really intrigued to direct.
Derelict?
Direction.
Direction, yeah, I was thinking that, but then I'm thinking, is it more sound? Yeah, direction, direction. You know what I mean? I'd say direction anyway. You find the obvious scars from the fire and trebuchet strikes that marred the ship's hull, which lies at its side in 2 pieces amid the splinters of its masts. The ship's hull has split into 2 halves over a rock outcropping, its bow fallen to one side and the larger section of the stern on the other. The 2 relatively intact interior decks lie within both halves of the ship, along with the stuff I'm not going to read. While the bow sunk in a way that allows easy access to any of the levels because it's nose down, The stern cleaved to the rocks it fell upon, limiting access to the lower decks except by obviously going through the top and working your way down. Upon the stern section upper deck, the 10-foot square main hatch and a covered ladder lead to the berth below.
So
Right.
it's roughly split. It's roughly split bow and stern as two separate areas. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, obviously there you've got the top view as you're swimming down. So you can see as you swim down, the bow here is nose down and the rest of it's on its side. And obviously if you once you actually and then the one on the right is obviously if you're standing on the ground looking at it, you can yeah. So you get the idea. You've got a top and side view of the wreck. As you can see, you can easily access any of any of the lower decks of the bow because, of course, they're exposed. Unfortunately, the only way into the back half of the boat is either through the grating there or through that hatch.
Well, the bow's the smaller area, so
Can I have common knowledge checks?
I will suggest that two of us explore the bow, and then the rest explore the stern. And those that explore the bow can join the others in the stern.
So you want half of us to give a stern look? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Well,
all
you're
of
an
you,
entertainer, Leo. You're used to taking a bow.
all of you, I'm going to
course.
type this. I'm going to say it anyway, but I'm going to type it as well for just in case anyone wants to make notes. Basically, as you're looking at the wreck, you discern that the wreck is a Nidalese merchant ship.
Okay.
Which obviously just tells you where it came from. I'm not sure where Nidal is, but I'll look that up myself later. And obviously, you can see the name of the ship. You didn't know what the name of the ship is now, but you can see on the stern of the ship that it is the direction. Okay.
As a son of a merchant family, do I know anything about Nidalese merchants?
I don't. Do you?
Not really. I just wondered if you might have some information on them being the GM.
No. Well, probably some background that I. Oh, Nidal, the ancient Nidalese. Nidal Pathfinder. Nidal, actually, apparently. Nidal is one of the oldest surviving countries in Estevan, having been founded during the uncounted years of the Age of Darkness, even though now it is beholden to the neighbouring infernal realm of Chelix. There you go.
Okay.
So Nidal. Oh, there we go. So if I do that, I don't think it's going to give anything away. I haven't read it, but there you are if you want all the background on it. Actually, I've just seen the logo from their coat. The country's coat of arms is a skull, is a human skull with chains through the eye sockets.
And they all follow the deity Zonkuthon. Isn't he like a really evil, nasty thing? So it's come from the land of evil devil pain worshippers.
There's a land for that?
Yeah, priests of Zonkuthon use like spiked chains, and they're kinky in a bad way.
Oh, good. Pathfinder Oh, good. I know what's happened there. The Pathfinder companion is a bit balked. With the images, I'll have to fix that. Okay. But Zonkuthon, yeah. I mean, don't forget, if you look in the companion under religion, there's the blurb there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. Interesting. And I need to work out where they... Okay. So this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to put the party on the map here.
In fact, yeah, but Vorka probably knows all about Zonkathon.
So this is where it gets rather interesting, of course, is the map obviously is because it's a ship is on its side, although obviously they're rotating 90 degrees from each other in real life. So if you want to go to the bow of the ship, you can go to either of those. If you want to go to the stern of the ship, actually that's a very good point.
I'll think about.
I think personally, what I need to do.
The same thing, but a top-down view and a side view, isn't it?
Yeah, but because obviously it's a map, they've put them both on the side. But if I do that, and that closes off the lower decks, doesn't it correctly? Because obviously you can't just go in there because it's basically butted up against the rock. Okay, that's good. I know what I'm doing now. Okay. So there's obviously it is.
But if Leia's going to take a bow, I'm the other sort of martial person, so I shall act all stern.
Act all stern. Okie dokie. I think it deserves them. There you go. Okay.
I've got a bottle of port here.
Yeah, I just gave up Benny's, which is a shame, but
Make sure you pass it to the left.
okay. So, which way's people going? I'm going to call that.
On the map yet?
Oh, have I not shared it? Sorry. Let's be pointing and showing you stuff and hadn't shared the map.
Yeah.
I wondered what you were going on about.
Okay, so obviously you can head straight in that way, but there are the hatches.
Yes,
Well, they-
special face Swarth ships.
What's the command for clearing the console?
Console skip.
That's it.
Oh, that just threw a whole.
Drag it down to a short.
Right, and the bow's over that way, so I'm going to head to the bow.
Okay, hold up. I'm
Make
just.
it a hotkey.
I'm
In
just.
that case, we just did the opposite of what we said,
We
but
did,
never
yes.
mind.
I think this is the bow over here, but never mind. Okay, I'm going to the bow.
Oh, by the
I'll
way,
stop.
I'm just want to interject. By the way, that's not a. See image error. That's not related to what we thought it was related to.
Oh, this door appears to be locked.
I was just.
Did I
I've
ask
only
for
just
themselves?
locked them all because I'm just checking
Right.
bits. Okay, I just want to know where everyone else is going. I want to know where everyone else is positioning themselves in the 5 minutes after you get there and sort of signal to each other. Because don't forget, you technically can't talk. Wait, actually, yes, you can talk because
Yes,
you've got
I can.
potions. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Sassafras is gonna follow Gastinius because he's pretty good at fighting things off.
Okie dokie. So, I deliberately locked all the doors because I can't remember which ones open easily and which ones don't. So it's easier for me to lock all the doors and then unlock the ones when you try them. So, okay. So Leia swims to the back of the ship. The door here is swollen shut, requiring a strength check to open. In the meantime, at the bow of the ship, where Sassafras and
Gastus.
yeah, sorry, I was looking at something else. Okay, yeah.
He's gonna say Gastinius.
Who can't see in the dark?
Well, I can't, but I've got the sun rod.
No, I mean, who hasn't got something there?
That's a very good point, actually. That's a
Leia
very
can't see in
good
the dark,
point.
and Leia probably can't smell down here.
That's a very good point. I need to do. Oh, lighting is on. I must have put an ambient light on. That ambient light is off. There we go. So it should
Why
be
is the
down here.
token thing not popping up when you're mousing over tokens on this? It's not doing it.
It is for me.
What it's doing when I mouse over him is I get that error block.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm getting errors
I-
as well.
That's a campaign corruption, apparently, can't they, Doug? Or John?
If I can spend a penny to change the narrative, I will have given Leia a sun rod before we came down here, which Leia can then have activated.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
It would have been. It's only because I didn't realise I'd put on some nice lighting which I need to remove. This is meant to be dark down here.
The any message that comes up got emailed might work because I didn't want to put it on the forum for reasons. And they think it's a campaign, it's the problem.
Oh joy! That's the last thing I wanted to have to deal with. Why didn't that light? Oh, I thought equipment lighting was fixed.
It's not. You just have to drag. It has the same effect as the light power, so you just have to drag the light power from the effects onto layer.
I know. I just have to do a token light. I need to fix that. Is what I'm saying.
No, you can give it an effect. You know.
Yeah, you can use the power. You can use the power light effect from the effects and just drag that onto the combat tracker.
Because you can call it by string value, which is how the power works.
Oh, of course, they fixed it, didn't they? Yes.
Like that, and then
Yeah.
there should have a light now.
Yep, there we go. Right.
Thank you.
That's okay. Sorry, I'm trying because you're splitting the party, which you're just making the GM's life tricky. Okay, so the front portion of the ship broke away and landed awkwardly here, revealing the two splintered decks inside. Its bowsprit is shattered and the decks are filled with debris. The vessel bears an ominous moniker along its far scullered hull direction. Having split for the rest of the ship, it sunk. The bow emptied most of its contents into the river. Okay. Notice check. Okay. Right. So I need to do that. Then, while Leia is opening the back door. Okay.
Has Jiminy vanished? Jiminy's not
Right
on the
next to you.
You're right next to me, are you?
Not next to Thaddeus. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
token,
invisible.
Token's not for sure.
Yeah, your
I
token's
can see my
invisible.
token.
For some reason, he's
click on-
he's
click on
turned
Thaddeus, I can't
neutral.
see him.
For some reason, Jiminy
Ah.
has turned neutral. I don't know how he managed it, but he managed to make himself neutral.
Because I'm a druid. All druids are neutral. True neutral. Oh, wrong game. Yeah.
Right. Well, if this door needs yanking open, I will.
No, you haven't got that far yet.
Right.
Deal with the fact that the buggers set up a X number of Y per player. Means
Yay.
it means I can't just be nice and.
I mean, 'cause where, while we are doing that, let's talk about it. So, where Leah is, surely that, if there's a log, she'd be closest to where the log would be.
Probably.
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, because that's the top deck, and presumably that door at the back goes into where the captain's cabin would be.
Yeah. If there are any sea chests, we don't open them. We try to get them to the surface without opening them.
Right. Okay. I think we're there.
Yeah, don't open anything that might have books in it. It'll ruin the books.
Absolutely.
Hang on, there's eels everywhere.
Indeed.
Everywhere, I see them everywhere.
Well, fortunately, we have a druid.
A group of slit eels.
I think
Tiny.
that's silt eels.
Yeah, I think so too. I misread it. Silt eels, spiny-faced and dark brown eels native to this region. Common knowledge checks if anyone wants to know if they're poisonous or not.
Are they poisonous?
Yes.
They're poisonous. Akinominage, make them friendly. You can do that, can't you?
Yes.
There's only 18 of them. I'm sure you've got that many PowerPoints.
I clicked the button and now Fantasy Grounds is so there we go.
I think Sassafrax has summoned David Attenborough to tell us about it.
All got
Oh,
their own
dear.
initiative.
Well, I mean, 18 of them with the well, we'll be having jokers every round then, won't we? But I guess they're all going.
I couldn't be asked to split them into smaller groups. I wasn't having all 18 acting on one card, so I just clicked the button to split them up, and I just thought, sod it. I'm just an evil GM. Live with it.
Well, they've got both they've got a joker, 2 aces, 2 kings, and a queen. Great.
Maybe I'll be nice and group them up next round.
Sassafras just pulled an ace, so.
I like eel. Eel's tasty.
I don't think these are.
I'm willing to give it a go. I'm a cat.
Fish. The fish of the day is silt eel.
Well,
Hang on, give me a minute.
These aren't electrified eels.
I just realised I'm wounded.
No, they're poisonous, not electric.
Then, well, that's a good question. When you said make a common knowledge roll to find out if they're poisonous, are they poisonous or are they venomous?
It does say poisonous eels native to the region.
Right. So therefore, you shouldn't eat them, Leia. But don't worry if they bite you. That's fine.
That's what I was.
Sure, the GM's going to say that they got it wrong.
Yeah, they are technically venomous. They're not poisonous.
Right.
Yeah, that's how Thrud the Barbarian works it out. If they're poisonous, do they taste funny?
Ooh, they're ugly.
If they're poisonous, don't bite them. If they're venomous, don't let them bite you.
Indeed. Where was I? Salt eel, and then that one.
Being mocked.
They look very tasty to me.
And then that one. Then that one. Give that one. There we go. Playing less now. Okay, except actually that's a bit unfair. Yeah, actually no, I don't want. Well, actually, I know what I'll do. I shall cheat in a good way. So if I go to the main deck, bring out the ace of clubs and give it to them, and then make them use the ace of clubs. Then after this first deal, got the joker because the others were actually behind Sassafras, and they shouldn't get the joker bonus. So anyway, Thaddeus, did you soak that wound?
Yes.
Okie dokie. I will move on. Thaddeus soaked it. That's good. Next up is Sassafras.
Yeah, she's gonna. Ooh, they're ugly, and she's gonna come over here and hide behind Gastus. And she's gonna try see if her bolts work on them.
Just imagine what they think of you, Mistress Cheeberry. I mean, look at you. You have no gills.
By the way, that environmental power's got a duration of 1
hour.
1 hour, but yeah.
It doesn't.
It's taking its one round because it's just got 1 in it.
I don't know why that is, because if you look at the top one that I put on Sassafras, that's working perfectly. Why the rest of you got a 1, I don't know. They really broke. They did something, and it really broke the effects. It winds me up. I don't know what they did, but they did break it.
Every time I move around on the map, I'm getting an error thing.
Well, until Thingy's back round to fix it, it's not going to happen, is it?
So does green lightning have synergy with these things being in water and do +4 damage?
But then I'll also rule that basically anyone and it basically I'll then electrocute Gastus and Aki at the same time because you're in the line of the electrified water. So it's up to you.
So you're saying it turns Sassafras's bolt into a jet?
Yes. You want synergy?
Sassafras moves slightly to one side.
Okay. The silt eel number 15. Aquatic pace of 6. Doesn't actually get to attack anyone. This definitely seems to be pick on the Lone Wolf Day. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they cast havoc.
No, they don't cast it. Right, let's eat Aki. Oh, I get to.
You don't want to do that, Aki Ziki.
Ziki. Skill 11 is also going to gang up on Vorka.
Icky's the halfling rogue in our Sunday campaign.
Actually true.
Ah, it's Vorka's go.
Well, these fishes decided to come swim up to me, so I'll just say hello to them. I am going to multi-action, so I can attack each one.
I don't know where that. I don't know where you got those. I have to check the effect. It could be a bug in the effect, actually. But it does annoy me that if you create an effect now manually on the combat tracker, you can't put numbers in.
There we go. There's a hit.
I really couldn't spell master, could I, when I typed in masterwork longsword on the fly? You've got a masterwork. Oh dear, that's going to bring me much your masterwork longsword. Orca swings the masterwork longsword again and misses.
Now, I guess I'm just going to miss the second one. Oh well.
It's Leia. So you have got the door open if you want to open the door.
I think I'll take care of these two first. I feel like some sushi.
Yeah, so they're actually venomous, not poisonous. You can eat them.
Good to know.
No, Gastus doesn't know the difference between sushi and sashimi, so he won't call you out on.
Oh, right, fine. Sashimi.
I think I'll have to award you a sympathy penny there.
Thanks. My dog just kicked my hand out the way. I was struggling to aim then because she was moving my hand away from the bloody thing.
Being underwater is definitely affecting you. It's slowing you
Clearly.
down. It's slowing you down.
At least to get one of them.
You do. You targeted ill number. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. My mistake. Silk ill number 8. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Would going through the door and closing it behind me be okay, or is that too much in one go?
You can do it. Obviously, still ill number 7 will get a free attack against you.
Oh, I won't bother them.
It gets us to Aki.
Aki thump. Aki, no, hang on, Aki. What do I want to do? How tough are these eels? Have we killed any yet? No.
2.
Who is in range? Me. I can see. Can I get? I can't see. I can't heal Leah because I can't see her. Can I? Not heal. Protect her. Oh, I can't. Maybe. Can I see Leah?
No, and you can't see Vorka either.
Okay. They're not getting protection.
I know you can see him on the map, but you can't see. You can't see.
I've untargeted them. It's all right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's all right. I got it.
A successful casting of protection.
Maybe I'll try again, but I'll probably get a crit fail. Could spend conviction on that, couldn't I? But yeah, no, I'm not going to. Or do I want? No, no. Okay, so
I reckon you're
They're all
going to have
getting-
100 conviction before the end of this adventure. The way you've got so many. Oh, that's a good point. No one's
I've got the
chosen.
raise.
You got the raise. Yes, I accept you got the raise.
That means they get.
What's your toughness?
They get toughness instead, right? Okay.
That's 2 toughness. Nicely
And
done.
that is all I'm going.
Okay, Silt ill number 6. I'm surprised at that action, which is what was talked about, but fair enough. Okay, and then that one can swim there. That's it. And Silt Ill 17 is over here. Come to there. Oh dear. I think this one attacked you from behind when you're distracted by the other 2, I'm afraid, Leia.
That's just rude.
However, yeah. It's a bit of a surprise as it bites your tail. That's a hit. I must admit, they put a note in here, which I can understand the logic of, but you're underwater, so I doubt anyone came down covered head to foot in heavy armour. But of course, the eels are very small and apparently will quite easily sort of slip through into exposed bits of you to attack. But no one's who's going to come down here?
Naked,
Well,
so it really isn't got anything to slip through.
exactly.
Well, yeah, I've taken my armour off.
I know exactly. But he says, yeah, thanks to their small size and large numbers, the eels don't mind taking the penalty to make cold shots to the exposed parts of an individual. It's like, well, you're underwater. I suppose with a potion of environmental, you could just walk off the boat in full plate and get down, but you're not going to get back up. Well,
No.
you'd have to walk,
Yeah.
like old Connor McLeod.
Let's go for a stroll.
Mm.
Well, if Dondrad was here, that was what he would do. Because he's a cleric, because it's his penalty for being a cleric.
Yeah, don't
He
judge
won't
with
take his armour off. He won't take heavy. He has to wear heavy armour. Won't take it off.
Okay, Gastus, you're okay so far. They're swimming towards you. The door,
Right,
the door
well-
behind you is swollen, by the way. I've checked.
Okay. Well, let's. They're quite small, aren't they?
They are.
Oh well, let's do things this way then.
You don't want to do wild attacks like that when the Thaddeus starts cackling, you know.
Yeah. And looks like I didn't really need to do wild attacks either.
No, not really.
Well, maybe it helped in that case.
Oh, poor me. It's the dust. Like it sounds like
That will do.
Wouldn't that be bites the silt?
yeah. Sounds like we're on a mega lag with the effects here. Look.
Yeah.
Are you moving?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to come to me.
Oh,
Because hopefully I can. Well, I'll block the passageway there so that they can't get to Sassafras.
this whole can't run underwater thing really slows them down. It brings us to Thaddeus Wild Soul.
That's probably do. Right, we cast stun in a large burst template.
What's the trapping for
Fact,
stun?
What?
What's the trapping for stun?
We never actually did what it declared. I actually thought the way I've played it up till now is I just pretty much stare at people and they go ooh and faint.
The evil eye.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that's absolutely fine because I was actually,
It's very Hammer House of Horror.
Yeah.
You know, the guy just
Yeah.
stares at them and they'll go ooh.
Yeah,
and starts
because
running.
I was going to say, obviously none of you are going to be using melee ranged weapons. I'm not talking about spells. I'm talking ranged weapons. But if you do, you're underwater, so basically their ranges are halved, and also concussive force area of effect weapons, and possibly Havoc's thinking about it. I'm going to rule underwater. You can't be selective because the shockwave's going to hit anyone in the area of effect. But because of the way you've just described yours, you can be selective. But I'm talking about trappings, you know what I mean? An explosion underwater is much more effective. You'll get an extra dice if you have sort of forceful area of effects underwater. Yours is fine.
It's so I can feed. It's so the
Yeah, no, that's fine. No,
If
you're
something
fine.
eats the prey so you can eat them.
Absolutely fine. That's why I asked you what the trapping was before I explained why. So that's where my rule. I'm just thinking you're underwater. There's got to be effects for being underwater. So, any sort of spell that causes an effect will have an extra dice of damage because it's underwater. If it's of this concussive or explosive, but obviously a Havoc underwater is going to cause a whirlpool, which will affect anyone in the area of effect. This makes things more interesting.
So,
Because I think there should be penalties for fighting underwater. It's not your natural environment.
yeah, but we've got the power of that spell, haven't we?
You have indeed.
6.
So you've stunned them all.
6.
They have to make a saving throw, don't they? It's not
Yeah, they make us not automatic.
It's not automatic.
But,
So
but they're all going to roll. They're all going to roll -2, they're not,
you got the raise, didn't you?
because you got hit with a race.
Yeah. I'm obviously not going to worry about actually putting that in. I'm just going to roll and do the sums in my head. For obvious reasons. Not worth putting a -2 in for each one of these when they're just going to be stunned. Number 1 is bigger. Oh, he makes it.
Oh, he did quite well.
He makes it as well. He doesn't. Still ill number 10. Okay, there we go.
Right, off I go.
The two eels that attacked you are stunned, and therefore you can safely move away from them.
Oh, I'm going to run behind Gertrude then.
Don't forget you're underwater. You can't run.
Well, no, well,
We're all hiding behind gases.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, I'm running, but it's a Michael K. dad run. It's only getting 6 inches, but it's a run. It's a run. I count it's a run.
Okay, so ill number 3 is going after Vorka. Obviously, I think goblins taste nice. And missing. Oh. That doesn't crit fail. Still, ill 14 is going to swim into where you just were, and you're not there anymore, so it's going to carry on swimming and go for Aki instead. Hitting. Doing. Doesn't get through the protection. Or the armor, actually. What armor are you wearing? Oh, you did say leaf armor, wasn't it?
I'm a leaf.
Well, that's a relief.
You're a leaf on the wind.
Yeah, I was
Once you
just
get
saying.
run through by an eel.
Oh no, I'm gonna get killed by a bloody impaled by a them boogers.
New round. With Aki going first.
I'm gonna pull out my longsword and sweep. Oh, hang on, wrong character.
And it's not a two-handed weapon.
Ah, doesn't matter.
It
I
does.
changed
No,
it.
sassafras
It's a
does.
-2 if it's not a two-handed weapon.
That's in Suede, not in Pathfinder.
Pathfinder's not real. Pathfinder's a make-up game.
Sassafras just got a joker.
Okay,
Go
so
first.
that's the first shot's got a
Goes
joker.
on hold.
And she realizes that she's going to counting on Gastus to keep her alive, so she's going to step over here realizing he doesn't have his armor, and she's going to cast deflection on him.
How very kind of you.
Well, I'm counting on you to keep me alive. So that.
I just saw what you put in the... Read that. I think you
Did
posted
that
like that.
apply it to Gastus?
It did.
Okay, and then I'm going to get back over here. And
Sorry, I take it back. It says it applied it. Oh, yes, it did. Sorry, yes, it did apply it. I was looking at your character sheet, not hers. Yep, and then you move back. No problem at all.
You get him, Gastinius.
Gastus. Gastus.
Yeah, whatever.
I like that. Gastinius.
It's easier to say Gastus. It's easier to say Gastinius than say Gastus Latinius. We gnomes are very formal that way.
Oh, Aki's targeting an awful lot of siltails.
You know, beast friend.
I'm surprised you didn't do that last round, but yeah.
Yeah, that's I suppose he was going to wait to the old cluster.
I think he was right to do so.
Yes.
1, 2, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional power points across above the standard cost of beast red.
Beast friend doesn't have a standard cost. It's the size of the creature. 5.
Which will be 1 for these because they're smaller than size 1.
Yeah. So 7 power points. Or is it the cost per thingy? So is it if they're 2 power points per creature, it would cost 14.
No, it's 2 power points to cast.
And
or
then plus
it's-
1. Yeah. Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
cost of 1 and then plus 1 for each additional. Yes. I did think that was the
Cost
way it
is
would be.
equal to the sum of their size, minimum 1 per creature. So
Yeah, it's the sum of their size. It's not +1 per additional target.
Ooh, okay.
So if it's two
Just-
size 2
it's-
things,
if I'm
it's 4.
targeting 7,
Yeah.
it's
But does that
7
mean
points.
if it's 4 size half things, it's 2?
A minimum
No.
size
No.
one, it says.
Minimum size 1.
Minimum
But if
of
it,
one
but
per
if it was 3 size 3s, it would cost you 9 power points.
Yeah.
That's successful.
It's rubbish.
You can tell them to bugger off now.
Conviction gone or something.
Oh, possibly because, of course, someone got a joker after we moved off you. So you can
But that would
add
be
a,
a raise then, wouldn't it? Yeah.
well, you can roll. You can roll a d6 and add it to the first one, and then I'll give you a Betty because you won't need to roll the second one. An 8.
Boom, boom, boom. Shake the room.
I don't think there's any benefit for raises on Beast Friends, you know.
They turn into werewolves.
Oh no, a raise. A raise means the beasts are more obedient. They won't kill themselves, but overcome their natural fears to follow their orders. Okay, so you have successfully targeted them. So here we go. At least they go through quicker than they did last time.
Now you've got to turn them all friendly.
I know. What fun it is. Yeah, don't move off until I've got them all.
Then, do you mean end turn now?
It might cause your spell to spectacularly fail for some random reason.
Of course, you to be kicked off the table. I don't know what happened there, but a boot appeared up my arse.
We've actually had somebody who's cast a spell which thought it's actually crashed the table.
Okay, are they all green? Oh no, one's missing. Seal, but it looks like you didn't target him, so you didn't make him friendly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you missed one. That's fine. Everything's right. You can end your turn now. However, they will obey your commands. I suppose technically what I'm supposed to do is to give them all to you, aren't I, to control? Yeah.
So they're going to eat that eel.
Well,
Well, I'm going to move there, so I'm out of the way.
Yeah. I'll deal with it.
Can attack.
Basically, I'll deal with it. You can tell me what they're going to do when they've done it. So if you end your turn, Gastus, you're up.
They're going to eat the non-friendly eels. Yeah.
Right. There's is that a non-friendly one I see there?
The
You get eaten
eels
by
are
his mates.
the other eels are starting to swim towards it though.
What, number 2?
Yeah.
My eels are going to eat him.
Right, then if they're swimming that way, I shall swim out here. Oh, if I can see that one, I shall head to that one then.
Mhm.
Suppose this 3 nearest me can go up towards them other ones that are by Leah. By Volker.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to them, you can tell me where you want them to go. You know what I mean? I'll do all the dice rolls because I can't be asked to give you. Sit here and try and give them all over to you. You know what I mean? It's much easier for me just to you tell me what you want them to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're just going to go around protecting us by killing eels. Yeah.
Yeah.
A giant shark comes along, they're going to jump on its nose.
Okay, that one's died.
Well, the Jagare River is known for its sharks, isn't it? And we've just
Jigsaw
filled this
sharks.
place with blood.
Yeah, jigsaw sharks. You've already fought some jigsaw sharks.
Yeah.
14. Okay, 14 is under your control. So you want that one to bite eel number 2, don't you? Because it's that you said it was going to attack it. It misses. This eel will also do the same. And miss. Stilt eel 17 will bite Leia. That's the one that actually bit. That's already sort of bit Leia on her tail. It's obviously just moving down the tail, chomping as it goes. That drew blood up, potentially.
So basically, he's treating her tail like an ear of corn. He's just starting at one end and working his way to the other.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're AFK, so I'll look on their behalf.
No, Leia's there. They're just being very quiet.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll cost you 2 pennies, but I soaked for you.
Thank you. I apologise. I was distracted. Bad me. Naughty me.
You're
In your bed.
distracted. I was distracted and I had to pull myself together.
Okay, friendly eel remains stunned. Friendly eel down. Okay, what do you want this eel to do? Aggie.
Oh, he's gonna go. He's gonna swim up towards me.
He swims up towards you. That gets us to Thaddeus.
Who's getting rather chilled out with all these water effects. Yeah, I think probably the only thing I can do. I'm going to ignore that eel there. Move up alongside there, and then I'm going to see that. All I can really could do is see the in fact, you know, wait a minute, hang on. Right, so stun only affects an individual, or it could be a medium burst. You can't make it a small burst template, can you?
I don't think so. No.
No, you can't. It's all right. It's all.
I mean, even if you could, it would still cost the same as a medium. So there's not much.
So yeah, well, medium burst template those 3 eels around at Vorka, I think. With a stun spell.
I can't see. Actually, no, I know why they've done
That's
it.
what I was about to say. I can't see.
I was about to say I can't see why you couldn't make it small, but of course it's to make sure. It's because by making it a medium, you will have. It's to make you more likely to have to spend the extra power point, isn't it, for selective?
Right, isn't it? Otherwise, it gets easier. That's just a normal straight up roll.
It's pretty hard to hear anyone speak with that sound effect going on.
Yeah, I know.
You know you can turn the sound effect volumes down, don't you?
Oh.
Just turn Kenku down, you know.
I didn't realise it was a separate thing. I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Fine.
Feel silly now.
That was no. That's the other reason I changed it to that. And and it's okay that you forgot, but that was one of the other reasons I did it. You can control how loud the sound effects are. You see, this way. Only one of those was stunned, I'm afraid to say. It's weird how the volumes for different sounds are. You know what I mean? It's completely random.
Yeah, some are way louder than others.
Yeah. That one seemed a lot louder than others. That brings us to Vorka. So one of the eels is on its back and unconscious, Vorka, and slowly sinking to the bottom. But the other two are still trying to eat you.
Okay, I will chop one of them. I will chop this one. Dooby-dooby-doo.
Interesting.
Oh, it targeted both of them.
That's okay. The irony is the irony. If you were trying to chop, you were trying to chop the stunned one, you hit it. If you were trying to chop one of the one that wasn't stunned, you missed.
Yeah, I was trying to chop the one that wasn't stunned. So.
Jeez.
If
Yeah.
I can clear my targeting and go like that.
They're just darting out of the way, I'm afraid, as you try to hit them. Obviously, it's the sluggishness of trying to use the sword underwater.
Yeah.
Is that extra W? It's slowing you down.
It is. It's serving as like a dam kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because of its shape. Those two V's side by side. It's collecting water and slowing the swipes.
Yeah, and even if I turn it around, it's still going to be pushing into the one. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't win. Yeah.
This is why the rapier is a better weapon underwater. Thrust.
Silt ill number 1. Okay, Silt ill number 1 is this one here. You said that was going after help still swim.
Can still move, yeah.
Yeah. Silt ill 11 remains stunned. Silt ill 10 remains stunned. Silt ill 15 remains stunned. Silt ill 2. Oh, it's one of the other silt eels. Doing enough to shake it. Leia.
Okay, let's get these buggers.
Being underwater is messing with your fur, that's the problem.
My fur is sleek and made for swimming. Like a panther. I am totally banning that crap.
Slight improvement.
It's a hit with a range. Yeah, you two extremes there. And there comes the 6s. That was on number 9. Blue and...
Okay, that's plenty of damage on the first one. I'm burying that damage too.
My guest. Sorry, that's just not fair.
No, it's not, but never mind.
You incapacitate one and shake the other, allowing you to get back to the door that you have unlocked, don't forget.
True, but you know.
Yeah, at the same time, you don't know what's behind it.
Yes, exactly.
New round begins with Silt ill number 1, remaining shaken. That remains stunned. Remaining stunned. Oh! This one recovers from being stunned and starts swimming as per instructions towards Walker. I meant to say recovers from being stunned, but I said first, so because I was going to say unshaken, but then I realised it was stunned. So I'm just talking out of my bottom.
Yeah, I like winding you up.
I know, it's fun. Ooh, yep, that's another hit. Oh, yes. Yes, that is the end of one of your friendly eels.
Oh no!
It swims past the other one. It shook straight up Aki's leaf armor as he's moving away. Bring us to Thaddeus. You said oh no and then went very quiet.
No, it was Castus that said, "Oh no."
Oh, okay. I'm putting him on hold. Sassafras.
So the salt eel number 2 is going after Aki, right?
It is
Sooner or
indeed.
later, let's go.
Yep.
Well, she's going to totally disregard anything anybody said to her about don't do that.
Yeah, you can angle it southwards, so that's fine. Roll the damage.
Target a bunch of them because I only targeted one.
Yeah, but someone pointed. I was being mean about being underwater, but I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. It works for stream. It can hit the friendlies, but I decided I'm not that nasty. I'll make some proper underwater rules. Make you guys use it for the future. Aha. Not necessarily for this campaign, though. Okay, nicely
Got
done.
her back to the wall here, so
Yep.
she's like, "Oh, stay away from me."
I do like the way you because you're using your your gnome vision to see that blood. It's black, but when you get to over there, because it's illuminated, you can see it's red. Nice touch. It's a nice touch. Are you doing anything else, Sassafras?
Oh, I'm keeping my back to the wall where they can't sneak up behind me.
Okay, I'm going to keep on trying to
Justinius, where'd you go?
keep trying to eat Forker. I think I might have bitten him here. Let the bellies flow, says Bewildered Badger. Ha
Thank you, Matthew.
ha! Forker soaks the damage. Thaddeus Wildsoul requests interrupt. Quiet in his interruption.
That helps if I unmute. So anyway, yes. So we're rolling off athletics, are we?
Right?
I'm interrupting and we're rolling athletics.
Depends. Are you trying to interrupt the eels attacking Volker?
Yes.
Okie dokie. That would be. That one is stunned and would be going next. So therefore, you automatically win. Thinking about it, because you're in because of where you declared the interrupt, the next eel's stunned and therefore you can't is unconscious. You know what I mean?
So is it right? Okay. So the other two have gone already.
No. This one's gone. This one was next in initiative, but is stunned, and therefore you automatically
okay,
beat it. And this one hasn't acted
Those are
yet.
all different cards. Yeah, it's
I
12
know.
of them trying to interrupt.
Yeah.
So does 12 get a roll?
I'm taking it. I'm going to take it literally. I know they all supposedly go on the same card, but I'm going to say you you win the interruption. It's easier.
Right, it's easier. Right, what I'm going to do is
And faster.
right. All I'm going to do is make bubbly water,
Okay.
trying to
Put it inside an air bubble.
put it inside an air bubble using precipitation, to see if it's going to how it feels about it.
Cantrip, isn't it? A complex.
It's both distracted and vulnerable as it goes. What the?
I'm using it. Yeah, that's fine. I remember you're clever. I like the way you use this. Yes. Yep. I like that. Okay. Nice. Double whammy. Why?
And now it can attack him.
Now we can attack him. Yeah. So, Silt Eel 11 is next. Actually, it's on the blue one because they're on different cards, so that's fine. So it was this one would have gone. 11 is next there. Oh dear. That's unfortunate. It recovers from being stunned and really chews into Vorka. Obviously, what happened was, as it floated downwards, it basically swum up Vorka's trouser leg and attached itself to his knee.
It wants to be a ferret.
Indeed.
Is that a clue in your pocket?
Damage. I haven't rolled the damage yet, have I? Oh dear. That's a bit of luck. Although technically that would be unarmored. So it shakes Vorka.
Yeah, I can see Vorka's being a little bit shaken about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, technically because of the way it will swim up. Yeah.
His nose, so he's like, whoa!
And then Split Eel number 10 remains stunned. Split Eel 15 will swim to here and bite the one. Basically, goes up Vorka's trouser leg as well. Tried to get the other eel, but misses. And then basically, I'm going to say it doesn't hurt him, but pulls it back out of the trouser leg. And that Thaddeus has already been requested to interrupt. It means I've obviously gone wrong for it somewhere along the line, but that's fine. Slit Eel 12 has. Who has acted? Has Gastus and Aki acted and Leia acted this turn? I've lost my track.
I haven't acted.
That's fine then.
I haven't acted. I'm on a 6.
Yeah. So after I acted, the next person to act was 12.
Yeah, but I think that might
Sorry,
be.
it would have been
Yeah.
11. Sorry, it would have been 11 and
11.
it would have been 12.
Yeah, so it's
So the
Gastus,
point
isn't it?
was on
Yeah.
11 and then 12.
I think it's me now, yeah.
Hang on, let's work this out. Let's see. That Split Eel number 3 is the one that went up, attacked Vorka. Split Eel 14 is remaining shaken. Split Eel 6. Yep, it's you.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is flail around in the water a bit, to try and get the attention of Silt Eel number 3. Which I have done.
Yeah, you obviously distracted enough to cause it to be shaken.
And I will make it. It's not gone yet.
It has.
Vorka's yet. Well, sorry, it's gone and Vorka's yet to go, so I'll make it vulnerable.
Agreed.
And that will be me.
This time I've noticed your conviction message, but you can obviously act and then worry about your conviction before you end your turn, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Hang on, I'll do it now.
You can do it any time, as long as you remember to do it before you end your turn. That's all that matters.
Done it. I've done it. I think.
I changed the sound effect for conviction. I'll have to go back and check it. he's targeting people again.
I am.
Shane has set out the email for Science Fiction Companion.
Yeah, this Kickstarter is a.
It's on the 20th.
Which means on the 21st, someone will send me an email going, have you done the conversion yet? Ha ha ha.
Already asked you that the other day if you've done it.
Somebody did ask that there, I know. It's not out yet.
I'll give him a slap.
I've done it, but I'm not allowed to give it.
Well, if you've done,
Smite with raise, which is damage +4, isn't it?
if you've done it, then you might as well do it. I didn't realise you'd already done it.
That is damage +4. Yes.
Has he done? He can't have done it. It's not. How can he have done it? It's not
Because he was,
Yeah.
I think he was adapting other things that needed it. Reading between the lines of what he said in the past.
Aye, no, you're doing it because it's not officially out yet. But
Yeah.
I mean, there is a patch going in to Cosmic Crisis shortly for it, and something else is happening, and there's another science fiction guide to be done, but we don't know. It's all up in the air. It could get torpedoed, we don't know.
Brings us to Leia, who has one shaken, sealed ill left.
Oh, come on.
That's it. I think you made up for it quite spectacularly there.
About time.
Leia has no shaken silk heels left.
Okay.
No, but I do have some sashimi.
Obviously, the door behind you is open, so I'll just give you a description of what you can see, behind you if you want to
Thank
head
you.
in.
I do.
You'll head inside. Okay, that brings us to Silt Ill 12, which is the distracted and vulnerable one about to bite Vorka. Now, it's obviously so confused it can't work out what it's doing. Vorka recovers from being shaken. He kicks the ills out of his trouser leg.
Okay, so we've got one that is shaken. Number 3 is shaken, so I can step away from him without any issue.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step over to here. Doop doop. Doobie doobie doop. I think that'll get all the evil ones. Oops. I forgot to target all of them. Dang it.
What's your trapping?
It's the hearts.
Oh, yeah, it's the
little
hearts. It's the
and
little
all-
hearts.
Yeah, they're all sliding out forward, points first.
Okay, did you do selective?
I did not.
Okay, yeah, I think you're obviously going to hit everything except EL 16. And you missed Aki by
I'll hit
pixels.
15 as well.
You won't get 16, but
And I don't think I'll get 15.
you won't get 15, no.
Okay. And that's fine. I don't really know that they're allies. And,
No, that's fine. Yeah,
they're
that's
also
fine.
A little bit
Yeah.
also a little bit more to eat, so.
Even though he saved your pecker.
We already knows he went up for it. He went up for it as well.
I was just getting to know him and you killed him. Can't believe it. Oh, poor Hill.
Not Silty.
Silty Steve.
do it, Steve.
You killed him. You bastard.
I think he did. Suddenly decided to do one damage for all of them. I'm not complaining because it
They're
speeds
so
things up.
tasty.
I'm not complaining because it speeds it up. Do you know what I mean? But weird how it does that.
Not going to do that, is it?
When the old rules was you rolled one dice for extra, you rolled one set of damage for all the extras, and each wild card you rolled individually. But then the updated rules, it sort of implies you just roll for everyone now. Yeah, individually, which is less slow, less fast. I mean, okay, okay, right. Okay, we'll worry about that next. We'll worry about the effects of what I was whispering next turn, because obviously that will decide that. Vorka finishes the round. Is that all the hostiles dead? Yes.
I believe so.
Huzzah! Well, in that case, I don't need to give you new cards. I shall delete NPCs because they're gonna. The friendly ones are going to swim away.
I'll head back over here and force this door.
Okay.
Sassafras, step out of his.
So I can now go that one.
The eels that are alive are going to finish eating the dead ones. And
Hey,
then
that's what I figured. For all intents and purposes, we're going to pretend we don't need to worry about them.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
go for
I'm
a
ju-
swim.
And Bork is going to share a little bit of the meal with the.
okay. Having split from the rest of the ship as it sunk, the bow emptied most of its contents into the river's current, leaving little of interest in. I lied. Those doors are not. The front doors are not locked. They swing open and free. Sorry.
Okay.
Their interior is wrecked and disordered. Anyone exploring the bow gets to make a notice check. That looks like Sassafras, Aki, and Gastus to me.
Mm.
Someone's got someone targeted. I'm just tested.
Yeah, I think Aki had me targeted.
Where's Aki?
Not anymore. I've cleared my target.
And Sassafras critically failed. Yay!
At least it was on. If it was on there, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, I spotted it, I think, unless there was a penalty.
Bugger! I just accidentally removed your.
My environmental protection.
Which is okay. Once it tells me it's going to expire. Yeah.
Mm.
Should. Yeah. I have to go to layer. Get this right. Go to layer and move down. It says. It doesn't do it. I was expecting it to say it's going to expire, but it's not doing it. Oh well, not to worry. Okay. Clearing everything off. Well, actually, I know you've all got it, so I'm not going to worry too much about your environmental protection. Do you know what I mean? Hindsight. It doesn't actually do anything game-wise. I'm keeping track of it. We've still got 45 minutes left. Okay. So after you've still got that left. So after the fight and it's swimming around the front of the ship. Examining all of the areas reveals no evidence of supplies in the galley or personal goods in the forecastle. Right.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
That's interesting.
Well, no, because don't forget that whole area was open and obviously just as it sank, everything just poured out of it.
Yeah, but if there's no evidence of anything in the galley at all, there'd be something would have left in there. It wouldn't have all conveniently poured out.
Having split from the rest of the ship as it sunk, the Direption's hull emptied most of its contents into the river caverns, leaving little of interest inside. The doors into the forecastle and galley swing here open in the current, their interiors wrecked and disordered. A notice check while examining either the areas reveals no evidence of supplies in the galley or personal goods in the forecastle. That is interesting, yes, I agree. I had to reread it myself to understand what you were implying now. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
What I'm implying is this ship didn't have any stores at all on board, which implies it
Yes.
possibly a dummy.
It is okay. Okay. So as I say,
Push the clock.
who's got?
Oh, sorry.
So anyway,
I
there's
was just telling the dog to shut up. I didn't think you needed to hear that.
no. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So as I say, I'll read the blurb myself later. So there's, as I say, there appears that there's this corpse wearing simple black robes is sort of lying over the chest. You get the impression, obviously, he died trying to open the chest.
Use something to move him aside. I'm not going to directly touch him.
Actually, you could see there seems to be blood. Well, there seems to be sort of the implications that blood. So you get the impression that basically something struck his head. Oh no, actually the ship rolled. No, actually you can see there's blood and bits of brain matter on the footlocker. So obviously the ship rolled as he was trying to open it, and he was knocked unconscious and drowned. Okay, his corpse is wearing simple black robes. As you move it aside, he just floats in the room. You can see the nasty head wound, not something that would kill, but certainly enough to knock a person out. The body has also been partially eaten by crabs and fish, particularly his face.
Has he got his
Lovely.
passport in a pocket so we can tell who he was?
No. Apart from making his corpse so grisly, his lack of tongue makes anyone trying to speak with dead essentially impossible. That's interesting. I've never thought of it that way. Okay. Okay. There does appear. Okay. So you push him to one side. Obviously, I'm doing. You were exploring the front while this is going on, Gastus. You're technically still over there at the moment.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not letting you come up here, but you're technically still at the front, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
Thaddeus and Vorka, you're by a hatch. It is swollen and will require a strength check to open, or you can move further down the boat. It's up to you.
Well, I came here to open this door, not to swim away. Strength, there it is.
Indeed, you able to yank the door open. Obviously, I'm just sort of because you're all split up. I'm doing the stuff where you were all, obviously, while the three of you were searching the front of the ship, Vorka and Thaddeus were opening up this hatch. So you've also got time to open up and go inside if you wish to.
Oh, absolutely.
A yawning wound in the ship's charred timbers allowed murky waters to flow through this debris-cluttered hold. Loose timbers and small fish and dozens of identical boxes float eerily in the quiet darkness.
So is there anything in the chest that I actually opened, or did I not get that far?
I'm doing simultaneous stuff because you're all spread out, and actually
Fair enough, that's fine.
having seen what I've just seen, I'm going to put the two of you back over here. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Then I won't do that at all. Okay, so I'm an idiot.
Okay. Suddenly, out of the darkness at the back of the hold, you see movement. All the small fish scatter. Aki, you got the Joker.
Joker.
Obviously, you can swim. Obviously, until things happen, you don't necessarily know if anything's going on. I'm assuming at this point you've finished searching the front holds because you can at a glance see there's nothing much to see.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a good idea to open containers, but we've got a grappling hook, so I'd say just put them on the grappling hook and we'll pull it up later. We'll take the rope back and pull it up.
Okay, I'll hold.
Gastus, you were. I think you were planning to head towards the back of the ship, weren't you? But if you want to do anything else, you can.
Not really anything I can do other than that, I don't think.
No problem at all. Walker. Yeah. On your turn, that's what you're doing, Leia. I get it. Remember the old days? There used to be.
Okay.
There used to be a
Orca
chest
is going
token.
to step forward and chop a
Shark.
shark. Oops, not that one. This one. Oh, I'm definitely bending that.
You shake the shark.
A shake works.
Just not for very long.
Yeah, well.
I've got bennies. Sassafras.
I'm gonna start moving in the direction of the others.
Mm-hmm. Be nice. I'm gonna think about. They had to open it. I'm gonna roll you all got that there. Do you know what I mean? Because you were moving before they started. I did with them, so I'll give you the benefit of. I'll be a bit nice and get you a bit closer. Yes. Volker bonks the shark on the nose. It seems stunned for a second, but then it bites at Volker, who desperately dives out of the way.
I think we'll just go to there. Oh, tell a lie, we'll stay there because I don't feel.
It's a jigsaw shark. It's 8 feet long.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll try and stun it. Okay, I'll
You got the raise, didn't you?
yeah.
I'll spend.
I got you a penny. It's okay.
I'll spend one of its bennies to try to resist your stun. And Leia carries the chest. Do you like the way I actually gave you a chest to carry out? There you go.
Very cool.
Right, new round. I think at this point, all of you can hear something's going on in the hold. Aki's still on hold, actually. If Aki wants to act before I deal him in this turn. Because you've got the Joker bonus technically still at the moment, if you act.
Yeah, well, I'll move up there so I can see a few more people.
Yeah, let me. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to click on that. That was me just trying to give you a Joker back, basically. There you go.
Okay. Oh, is this a beast, is it?
It's a shark.
It's a beast, isn't it?
It's a shark.
I could make friends with it, couldn't I?
You know, he's going to get upset if you keep making friends with all of his bad guys and sending them on their way.
first one. Right. I'll give you old smart.
I wouldn't have minded if you'd cast Beast Friend on the shark, for the record.
But no, I was thinking Vorka, he wants to kill stuff. I mean, he's sick of all of it. He killed the last library friend as well. So I'm going to let him have the shark.
Okay.
My turn.
And don't, I'll just deal you. Oh my, you just got a joker naturally.
Yes. Now I'm going to cast protection. Actually, now I'm going to go on hold.
I love it. You got 3 jokers and you. Because I gave you 2 jokers and then you got dealt naturally a joker. I don't believe that. Okay, layer up.
So I'm aware there's a combat happening now, am I?
You are aware. Well, yeah, you're aware. You're also you are above a hold if you want to try and open it. It would be an action, but it's and a strength check. But if you
totally
get,
do.
yeah,
That's
Like,
exactly what I
your
want to
claws
do,
have
to be
got
fair.
Yeah.
We're low on time, and I think they can take care of themselves, so I am going to open it.
okay.
Giant octopus comes out.
Yeah, you don't have any problems at all wrenching open the sea swelled chest, revealing another set of steps going down into the hold of the ship, which then brings you. Actually, that's interesting. That is wrong. No, it isn't. It's just the limit of your light. There seems to be you can't see what's going on because of the limit of your light, but there's definitely something going on over there. That's where the noise is coming from.
Keep moving.
There you go.
Oh, well, in that case... but then I didn't declare a multi-action, so I can't really attack it, can I?
I will still allow it because I did say it would cost an action, and even if we take the multi-action into account, your strength check was still successful. So I'll be nice and allow you to do that. Just turn on the multi-action now. Yeah, so you wrench open the deck, swim down and see a shark and go through its tail.
A little turnabout, huh?
Rip its ass off.
You did. Ouch. It soaks one of the 2 wounds. Is shaken. Okay, skin shear unshakes. With blood in the water, even if it is its own. But it's obviously going to go. It's going to make a frenzied attack. Obviously, first things first, it's going to do a normal attack on Vorka. Going to do a normal attack on Vorka with a multi-action. Then it's going to do a frenzied attack. There. And they will miss. Justice.
Well, I will swim in. I think I'm just out of range. Oh, no, I'm just in.
Well, technically, if you think about it, that's actually a reach 1 weapon. I know we've always done it that way. Technically, you need to be there to attack it. If you've got to reach 1 weapon, you've got to reach 1 weapon. You can hit it.
So I shall instead splash around and get its attention. Well, I think I'll make him vulnerable, and then I'll have another turn.
I think I might spend a Benny. Actually, it wouldn't. Well, I'm going to spend a Benny. Make no difference. Okay, you make it vulnerable and have another turn.
So I'll carry on, barreling straight into it. And where are we? There we go. The Bringer of Sleep.
Hit with raise.
Yes. Hmm.
If we can make the fight go on a little longer. I'm going to use up all my bennies. A desperate attempt to save it.
You do know I've got another attack, don't you?
Doesn't matter. If there we go. It's still alive. Oh, whoops. I don't think I'm going to save them.
Possibly not.
I was doing a big bad fight the other day, and one of the players shot the bad guy and did 4 wounds first hit. So I soaked. It took me all of my bennies to soak that, and then he shot him again for 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Then I used all the GM bennies to soak that, and then he moved up again and did it again.
Yes. Hey ho. Well, I think that's a good place to leave you this week.
Yeah, Gas
You've
just
got 2 more
corkscrews
minutes. What are you
through the
talking
water.
about?
Well, you're not going to get much further, are you?
No.
I'm only fucking bad.
That's okay. From as I say, from where you are here, you can see. Obviously, you can see to the front of the ship there, and obviously you can see there's behind you. There's a gap there, so you can head down to the deck below. There appears to be another door there as well. So you've got some places to explore, and don't forget the chest when you leave.
We will not forget the chest.
Oh,
Next,
and I thought I did mention it, but I will. I did mention it, but I don't think someone picked up on it. So I will say it again. The body did appear to have a some sort of silver symbol on his neck.
the body in the captain's cabin had a symbol on it.
A silver symbol on a necklace. I did mention it, but obviously you were thinking about the chest at the time. I'm just mentioning it because it might be pertinent. It might be sending you up for another trap. Who knows? But that's it for this week, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed that. I shall remind everyone here, because they probably didn't hear on Sunday, on Saturday, the 24th of February at 2 p.m, I am running Cocaine Owlbear. If anyone wants to play.
Ooh.
Cocaine Owlbear.
Cocaine Owlbear.
Oh. we're off
It,
for a birthday.
yeah, I might be into that, but I
weekend,
might wait for another time. But
I am also
Now
going
we're
to.
talking
I
about
can't. Sorry to cut across you. I can't make this February's Savage Fancy Ground Saturday, but I'm planning to run. If it works and we enjoy it, I'm planning to run it in March's Savage Saturday. Yeah, Fancy Ground Saturday, I should say. Sorry, you were about to say something, but that's it. We shall leave it
talking
there.
about the bugs in the combat zone.